Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic week. Well, today I want to talk to you about scams because I don't want you to get scammed on your cruises or your trips anywhere for that matter. And some of these, I don't know how people fall for it, but they do. And some of these are downright diabolical. The first scam I want to talk to you about is the closed attractions scam. So the way it works is a lot of people will pick up those souvenir maps in the town so they can see where they're going and they'll be heading off, and this very nice local tourist will say, "Oh, hi, are you visiting our town?" You go, "Yes, where are you off to?" "Oh, I'm heading down to the museum of blah blah and I'm looking for." "Oh, it's closed for repairs. No one told you?" "Oh no, but you know what? If you go over to this place, they're open. It's very beautiful. You'll love it. It's one of our premier attractions." You go, "Oh, okay." You head off in that direction, and yeah, they're just sending you to a different place so they make the money over there and they don't make the money over there where you were originally going. Chances are the place you were originally going is open and it's still there. They just want you to go over to this other area, and often it's like a market or a souvenir area and it's nothing like what they describe. So keep away from those closed attractions. And that's one of the reasons I never travel around with a map open like this. I always use Google Maps on my phone and I can look wherever I want, and people just think you're doing whatever you are on the phone and you're not a tourist as much that way. But yeah, closed attraction thing, not a thing. This is a big one in a lot of countries, and it's a lot of businessmen or solo men travelers that are really fooled by this. And it's when you're at a bar or out someplace and a very pretty young woman will come up to you and carry on a conversation with you, and you end up ordering drinks. She'll order a drink while the bartender's in it with her, and you end up getting a drink that's spiked, and before you know it, you wake up the next morning in a dumpster someplace or on the street someplace, completely hungover, and all your wallet's been stolen, anything of value on you has been stolen, as well as thousands and thousands of dollars have been racked up on your credit cards overnight. Surprise! So yes, guys, I know it's nice for your ego. But put it this way, I'm 56 years old. If a beautiful 21-year-old girl runs up to me in a bar and starts striking up a conversation with me, red flags are gonna be going everywhere, and my hand's gonna be here on my wallet, and I'm not taking any drinks from anybody, and I'm getting out of there as soon as I can because they're after you. I don't care how attractive you think you are to the opposite sex. It still goes on though, all the time. Number three is one, you'll be walking along and you'll see this woman, and she'll have dirt all over her face. She'll be in rags. She'll be holding a baby. The baby will be in rags, or a young child. And you feel like you want to hand them some money, and she goes, "No, no, I don't. No money, please. But I would love it if you could buy milk so I could feed the baby. Could you buy me some milk for the baby?" And as it just so happens, there's a store right there. There's a store right there that has baby formula and baby milk in there. Wow, well, that's a coincidence, but a good coincidence, right? So you go in, you buy the milk for her at largely overinflated prices, and you hand her the milk, and she thanks you, and you said, "Oh, I did a good deed." She wasn't looking for money. She's just looking for a little bit of help and feels good. You head off, you turn around the corner, she goes back into the store, they put that very milk back on the shelf in the store, and the store owner gives her 50% price of what the milk would cost, and he pockets the other 50%, and that's how they're making their money. It's not a good thing, it's a job. It's literally a job. That's what they're doing. So if anyone asks you for milk to feed their baby, chances are that's what they're doing. Number 4, this goes on especially in China where I'm going. And it's kind of like a variation of the pretty girl in the bar theme, and that's where you'll be out on a tour someplace and will seem to have been around your tour a lot, following you. Very nice lady, very polite, speaks English very well. She'll strike up a friendly conversation, nothing sexual or innuendo that way, just friendly, nice person. And they started saying, "Hey, I'd love to go and do this. At some point after befriending you, I'd like to go and do this tea ceremony, but I don't want to do it by myself. How would you like to join me? We'll do this tea ceremony, and it's in a wide open public place. It's a beautiful building, so it doesn't look fishy in any way." And so, yeah, you know what? Why not? You have a nice friend. You're gonna traditional Chinese tea ceremony sounds great. You go in, you get served, you get all the different teas and it's friendly conversation and everything. And then at the end, you find out it's like $6,000. And because no time did they ever tell you how much this is going to cost. And what are you going to do? You're going to call the local Chinese police and say, yeah, well, did you have the tea? Were you at the tea ceremony? Well, yes. Well, you owe them $6,000. Are you going to argue in China? No, you're not going to argue in China because you want to get out of China. You want to be able to get back home at some point. So you're going to end up paying that $6,000 or get arrested in China, which is an even worse case scenario. So, yeah, beware of over-friendly people offering to do things with you that say aren't part of your cruise tour. Just people you meet at those places, because you can get in a world of trouble. Number 5, a lot of people are so wary of timeshares nowadays. You know that time when if you spend an hour and a half with the hotel, you get a free weekend at this luxury hotel, all expenses paid. Yeah. Okay, whatever. But they're going to try and pressure you into buying stuff over and over and over again. And sometimes they even take you to places where you can't leave. It's hard to get out of. Well, they kind of have that in different destinations. And what it kind of is they'll have free scratch lottery prizes out there. And you'll go and you'll head to the place and you'll scratch out. You won a luxury massage at the 5-star blah 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 hotel. Head on down, give them this coupon, and you head on down and you find out you have to go in for the timeshare while you're there. But they don't tell you till you get inside and you're all ready for your spa and you're in your towel, and then you're escorted into this room just outside the spa, and they try and hard sell you on stuff. It's another scam just to get you there. So if you see anybody doing scratch tickets for great prizes, they're not great prizes. They're trying to get your money somewhere down the line. You're not going to win a car. You're not going to win a free camera. You're going to get scammed. So watch out for them. Another one when you're traveling to foreign countries is at early in the morning, like 4 a.m. in the morning, when you're still a little sleepy and everything. Your hotel phone will ring and someone will be saying they're from the front desk. There's an issue with your card. Can you please read us your card number again so we can verify it? So you read them the card number. They say, okay, what's the expiry date? What's the code on the back? And your spelling of your name, please. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, it's working now. No problem. We just wrote down the number wrong. Thank you very much. You wake up the next day, you find out the front desk didn't call, and guess what? There's $10,000 worth on your Amex unlimited spending account has now been spent. Yeah, never ever give your information over the phone in a foreign country for anyone, and never give them your code ever, ever. So if the front desk calls and says there's an issue, say I'll come down in the morning and we'll figure it out then. Never give your information over the phone. And I know sometimes when you first wake up, you're all sleepy and everything. You're more susceptible to just getting, so you don't want to get back to bed. But if you get that call, beware. Number 7, we like to call the bird poop scam. That's right. That's where all of a sudden somebody will be coming by and say, oh, looks like a pigeon got you right there. And you look down, you'll have this like green little stain on your backpack or on on your shirt, and they'll say, oh, here, let me help you. Take off, and they take it out, and they happen to have a bottle of water with them, and they'll wash your shirt here like this, and they get it all done. And meanwhile, while they're doing that and you're distracted by the person in front of you, somebody is rummaging behind you through your backpack, or just taking the backpack and running away. And then you turn around, there you go, and then the guy turns around, you go, oh, thank you very much. You turn around, you look down, your backpack's gone, you turn around in front, the guy in front of you is gone. You've just been robbed. So anyone starts saying, oh, you got some pigeon stuff, oh, thank you, and you walk away and clean it yourself. Don't make the mistake of accepting the helpful stranger, because the helpful stranger is out to rob you. Number 8 is another favorite. A lot of taxis out there are independent in the countries that you're going to, and they're not monitored as much as the United States. There's no big taxi corporation that's running everything, yellow cab. There's none of that. So you jump in a cab and they throw your luggage in the back. You drive over to the hotel, and the person says, it's this much money. I'll get your bags. You get your money. He runs out. He empties your bags out just beside the trunk of the car, and then he goes back to you, and as you step out of the car, you're handing him the money. He says, oh, it's okay, no, keep the tip, no problem. He goes, thank you very much, jumps in his car, drives away. You walk back to your luggage, there it is. I'm missing a bag. Who do you call? Who was that person? What taxi company was that? Do you know what the Japanese lettering or the Russian lettering was? The French letter? Do you know any of that? Did you take the person's name when you got into the cab? No, chances are you didn't. You're just happy to be where your destination is, and you just got stolen one of your 5 bags of luggage. So be careful. Don't pay anybody until you get out, and make sure your bags are there. They've even gone so far as to take the money and then say, okay, let's get your luggage, and as you step out of the car, they drive away. And it's gone. Trying to find police to track down one rogue taxi in 100,000 taxis in a big city, it's just not going to happen. So be careful of taxis in foreign countries, and even in our countries. Number 9, this happens a lot in North America, actually. If you're coming back, so say you're going across country, and you take a cruise over in Europe, and then you come back, you fly into New York, for instance, and you come out of the New York terminal. There's a man there saying, where are you going? Where are you going? They go, I'm going to Newark Airport. Okay, right over there, right over there. Well, I'm just going to take a taxi. Yeah, I'm in charge here. I'm in charge over there. And so you go over there, it's a car, you hop in the car, and you find out it's a luxury town car, and it's going to cost you triple what it would have cost you to take a taxi to the airport. He's not in charge. He's directing. He's trying to get you to spend money on luxury cars as opposed to just taking a taxi or a shuttle bus. So if you don't have a shuttle bus arranged to get to the airport, and somebody starts saying, where are you going? Where are you going? Just say, taxi. I'm taking a taxi. Don't say you're going to the airport. Don't say you're doing this. You say, where's the taxis? And he'll point you. And if he says, no, where are you going? No, taxi. And just ignore him, because he has no authority there. He's just there for the luxury car system, and he's just trying to get you over there to spend money. And finally, number 10, everyone loves to do shopping, and everyone loves to do shopping in areas that are known for big shopping, like Rodeo Drive or something, just to walk down the street. And curiosity, oh, what would this cost? Well, they have the same kind of things all over the world. There's a particular market in China, for instance, that's really well known. I'm not going to say the name because of liability issues, but let's just say that they really do pry on tourists there, okay? Prey on tourists there. For instance, when I was last in China, and I'm sure when I go again next month, I will come across the same thing. If you go into the area, go on your phone. If you're looking at an item outside the window or something, out of curiosity, say you're looking at a camera. Well, look at the camera, then type it in on the phone and search how much it would be at the website of the distributor. And then go in and find out. For an example, I was looking at a particular item that online would have cost me around $100. Okay? When I went in and I said, oh, how much is this? They started me off. There was a sticker price of $1,800. $100 item, $1,800. Okay, when you did the currency exchange. Not only that, but when I asked her the price, even though the sticker's on it, they said $2,400. $2,400. And then I said, no, 24 is too much. Okay, 1,800 the sticker, because that's the sale price, she says, 1,800. I said, no, it's still too much. 1,700, 1,450, 1,295. They kept going. They went all the way down to $250 from $2,400. That's how much of a markup and scam they're trying to do on foreign tourists, because they know you're leaving, they know you're not going to do anything, they know you're going. What are you going to say? What are you going to do? They don't care. Who are you going to complain to, right? So yeah, and they will be very, very forceful to the point where they'll block you from leaving, like try and block you into a corner while you're negotiating. You know, be nice, they'll say. Be a nice person, be nice, don't be mean. No, just get out. Walk out, get out, and really be careful. Especially, and this goes everywhere. China, they're not necessarily, some places are not doing it to rob you. This is the way they do it. They will negotiate. How much? And it will go all huge range of prices. But in stores, they're supposed to have fixed rate prices, yet they mark them up huge a lot of the times, especially in the heavy tourist areas, and they will try and scam you. So be very, very careful. Have a rough idea how much something should be, and remember, there is a huge exchange difference. For instance, in Canada, buying 1 yen is 86. I get 86 yen for $1 in Canadian, so you can imagine you would get about 110 if you were buying in US dollars. So people go down there and the guy says, oh, I'll knock off 2,000 yen, and you go, hey, that's great. Only knocked it off a few dollars. It just seems like a lot in our minds because we hear thousands in our mind, but in reality, few dollars. So be careful of all the price gouging that goes on in foreign countries, especially those countries that are known that they want you to negotiate, and it's a way of life there to negotiate. Well, I hope you like these tips about the scams and what to watch out for, and just I don't want you to get, scam. And remember, guys, no matter how macho and sexual you think you are to the opposite sex, if a beautiful young lady comes up to talk to you in a foreign country, she probably is out for your money. And not your sparkling personality. Well, I hope you liked these tips. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. And don't get scammed.